All right, let's go ahead and start with our ugly duckling. In the beginning of our story, we first see that the ugly duckling is just a baby. So what we can do is start off with dividing our paper into threes, where we'll have the beginning, the middle, and the end. And so the beginning is when the ugly duckling is born, and it's just really a little egg sitting amongst the other little eggs. And eggs are, of course, white, but I added the yellow so that you could be able to see them right in here. And then we'll just go ahead and put some little hay there. The mom is waiting for the eggs to hatch. And if you have a little bit of gray, or you can use your pencil, you can go ahead and just draw the mother duck sitting and waiting for her hatchlings to come about. And the head is a circle, and then her beak is a triangle. So that's the first thing you're going to do, is to just draw the mom waiting for her eggs to hatch. And then her eggs do hatch. And I'm going to do some gray again for her eyes, as the mom is there waiting. A little bit of blue for the pupils. And that's the mom waiting for her eggs to hatch. And her beak is an orange beak. All right. So of course we have the egg does hatch eventually, and we have this brown chicken, brown duck that comes about. And so, like I said, this is the beginning of the story. Beginning right here. So you're waiting on the mom to give birth. And then once she does give birth, we have this round little duck that comes out. And nobody likes the duck because the duck is what? Of course, the duck is brown. And all the other ducks are this like beautiful yellow color. So there's a problem, unfortunately, because the duck is that color. So you can take your brown and go ahead and color your duckling in right over here. Give her little orange feet. And let me get some eyes in here. Let's see here. There we go. There's the duckling. And of course, the little hair that's right here at the top of the duck. And the orange beak. All right. So now let's go to the middle of the story. Right over here in the middle of the story, we have the duckling looking for some type of hope or solace in whatever is going on here, where, you know, she can't seem to find a place to belong. So the middle of the story has the duck just kind of roaming around looking for a place to belong. So you can do different things, like have the brown duck here looking for a place to belong. I'm going to add a little beak right in here. Like I said, the beak is a triangle. And then the eyes are right there. Poor duck is looking for some hope in the midst of not being attractive. I'll round out the head here like that to fit the beak. And this is your duck here. And color that in. And you can add in some grass up under here. And create a whole scene, because that's the most important thing about telling a story. Creating a scene of how the story is even taking place. Remember, we're only using images to tell our story. And then, of course, we can add some grass right over here where the mom was sitting, waiting for her ducks to hatch. Right over there also. And then, if you recall the end of the story has such a happy ending where the mom is gone. You know, the duck is out on his own looking for some help. The end of the story shows a beautiful transformation and how we shouldn't laugh at one another, but that we should celebrate each other's beauty. And the ending of the story has it where you see this beautiful swan that is at the end of the story that begins to unveil itself, where this ugly duck that was so ugly for his whole life now is this beautiful swan. So let's take some time out to make sure we include this beautiful swan creature that has formed itself into something so new, but yet so beautiful. All right. This is our new swan, where the ugly duckling is not ugly anymore. All right. Such beauty has overtaken our swan, and she's suddenly now where onlookers are there trying to look at the beauty of this duck. So let's make sure we incorporate such beauty in this picture here that we're trying to recreate. Okay? And then you can have people up here on the shore, people here on the shore trying to, you know, look at the duck or the swan, because she's turned into a swan. And these are the onlookers at the park trying to see how beautiful the swan has become. And I'm going to color this in here. Give some pupils here to the duck and show off the curvy neck. The other arm is there. And let's go ahead and get this white in here. If you can't color it white, you can always go ahead and color it gray, like a soft gray color. And now, I've never really seen a swan with black feet, so you can go ahead and do the orange feet to show the beauty of the swan and what the swan has become. And so now the swan is so beautiful. Everybody is wanting to see her, recognize her beauty. I'm just going to add a little bit of blue here to highlight how beautiful she is and what she has become. I'm going to put some grass here up under her feet. She's a new creation where everybody says, oh my gosh, look at this beauty. What has become of the swan? Where everybody wants to be around her now. And she is so beautiful. And it's a sunny day at the park, so you can go ahead and add in the sun right over here at the top. And it's a blue sky. It's a new day. A new day of beauty. And the swan doesn't even know what to do with herself, because it's such a beautiful day. And everybody wants to see the beautiful swan and what has become of the swan. So I have a whole scene here with my swan and the beauty of my swan. So make sure you have something like that also, where you have a whole scene that goes along with your picture. So I have an end, a middle, and a beginning. Make sure you have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And then you fully cover your paper with your coloring. And notice I'm coloring in the same direction. And it's smooth, filling up the whole page. Here we have that there. And I'm going to go around this here. You can even do something like add a pond over here in the background, because there's a lot of water things in this piece. Like, you know, there's a lot of like outdoor nature themes. People are at a pond, ducks swimming in a pond, you know, lily pads in ponds, because we're outside in nature. I'm gonna put a little lily pad here and then one right over here. And I'm gonna color in my lake some more. And then what I can do also is begin to add in some ducks back over there. But you want to go ahead and really, there are lively illustrations in this story. So you want your illustrations to be lively also. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bush right over here. Another little bush there at the pond. And so now you see here that I've illustrated the story of the ugly duckling. Okay? Beginning, middle, and end. And if I want to create a sunny day, that the ugly duckling was born on a sunny day, I can do so. I got some colors mixed in there that I didn't want to be mixed in. And this really accentuates how white the mother duckling is. If you just go ahead and color around her body, then it shows that she's white amongst the yellow. And that's really helpful. There it is. So now the whole thing is completely covered from head to toe. And that's what I'm interested in you doing. And I want you to be mindful also too. The only colors that I used, they were really simplistic colors. I had black, gray for those who don't have black, brown because the duck was brown in the middle of the story, yellow for my sun, blue and green for my water, and then orange. My orange has escaped me. Let me get another one out. But, so these are the main colors here. Brown, orange, yellow, blue, green, and black. And if you don't have white, you can just color around see how I color around the duck here? The yellow goes around where the white areas are. So you don't even have to worry about having white. But make sure you have your colors, your browns, your oranges and blues, so you can recreate the story as well. And enjoy your time recreating the story. This is an interesting story about taking care of individuals, not bullying them, and accepting them for who they are. All right, enjoy.